Avoid anti-abortion centers. They try to limit your options if you're pregnant. This is the headlines of Massachusetts, now $1 million, first in the nation, state-funded. Your tax dollars going to pay for advertising $1 million to smear pro-life pregnancy centers and pro-life groups who are giving real options. Hey, Brian here, and our journey takes us to Worcester, Massachusetts, and we are so excited to meet the pro-life people who are doing some fantastic work on the ground. But Massachusetts is a tough place to be pro-life today. The state just launched a first-in-the-nation $1 million advertising campaign to smear pro-life pregnancy centers, pro-life groups, and the ability for pro-life pregnancy centers and groups to do the work that they do every single day to save lives. Today on Pro-Life Tour, we are so excited to meet one of these amazing women. One woman, one community, and one person pulling together this incredible ministry.
My name is Rebecca Urban. I'm the Executive Director of Visitation House in Worcester, Massachusetts, and I'm so excited to be along for the Pro-Life Tour. Visitation House is a nonprofit maternity home, and we were founded in 2005 out of the dream of a woman named Ruth Bacallick. It was her dream to have a maternity home in Worcester to help moms who are in need of a safe place to live. Ruth was a huge pro-life advocate, and a few years after she passed away, her friends came together and started Visitation House, and we've been here ever since.
Tell me a little bit more about who might come to stay here. What are the type of people that might make it here?
Yeah, so we're able to house up to 12 women with their babies, and they come during pregnancy. They have to be at least 18 years old. They pay nothing. They can stay here up until their babies are a little over a year, or about a year old. And the women who come here are all different. All of their stories are unique. But I would say the thing that unites them is they are experiencing an unplanned pregnancy, we agree that Visitation House, for a number of reasons, is a good fit for them. They agree to participate in a variety of life skills classes that we offer, which can be anything from attachment and bonding, childbirth education, finances, budgeting. These are good life skills. I actually have a grant proposal that was accepted to do a freezer meal workshop here.
So who is this little guy?
Yeah, this is Raiden, and Raiden is the baby of one of our current residents.
She was homeless and had no support system, but today she has this beautiful baby, and we get to witness the beautiful story of how she was able to choose life and achieve her goals and surpass anything that she could have ever imagined. And here she is, a mother who is supported by the pro-life community and by the amazing people who make this happen.
Hi, my name is Nahairi Paredes. I was homeless, living in the street, and my baby was coming out, and DCF told me, oh, if your baby come out and you don't have a place to live, we can take the baby. So I say I want a good future for my baby, so I need a place. So my case manager of a Heaven Project, they helped me with find that place to live here.
How long have you been here at the Visitation?
For 5 months.
What did you experience?
My experience was good but sad at the same time because I don't have family here in Worcester. So I come here for the first time and I didn't know nobody here. So my family is I'm living 1 hour and 22 minutes, so it was very hard to me.
Where are you from?
I'm from Dominican Republic, but here I was living in Lynn, MA.
Tell me about this little guy. Who is he?
He's Raiden, my son. He's 4 months right now. He was born January 20th, 2024. And yeah, he's so smart. He has 2 already. Yeah, he's doing a lot of things like that made me like so proud of him because he's only 4 months. And you know, he's like a big boy right now.
Have they taught you anything here that you might want to share?
Right now I'm happy because I finished my school. So I graduated like one week ago. And it was so hard to me to finish high school with a baby, you know, but I did it. And I'm so proud of me right now. Yeah. So Visitation House helped me to finish all of my things and they helped me with my baby.
What would you say to someone who might consider coming here to Visitation?
If you come here, come with like your goals and you complete your goals when you are here because they help you a lot.
Great. So big goal was finishing high school, right?
Yeah.
So congratulations, well done, fantastic. What's the next step? Like
My next step is like apply for a scholarship and go to the college because I want to study medicine. I want to be a pediatrician, so that's my next goal for right now.
That's a big goal.
Yeah, it's a big goal. But I know I can do it.
What was the most difficult part of everything?
The most difficult thing was like living here with no family around. So I have 3 years that I don't see my mom and I miss her. So, you know, it was very difficult having a baby and your mom is not next to you.
Anything else that you want to share? Anything as part of your story that you thought might be important?
That my experience was like so bad, but at the same time, like made me proud of myself because I know that I can do a lot of things. They made me feel that we have people that are good people in the world. There's a good people in the world that can help you.
What were you thinking about when she was telling her story?
I was thinking just how proud I am of her and what an amazing experience it's been to see Heidi become a mom and to meet Raiden.
What brought you here besides a job posting? You know, what's your pro-life story? What makes you do this work?
That's a big question. I'm a convert to the Catholic faith. I converted when I was 19 years old. My conversion to the faith was intellectual first, and then it's been my heart, that's been ongoing, you know, getting closer to God. But I started as a childbirth educator after I married my husband. And then eventually, like 10 years later, a job opening came up near my house for the Pregnancy Resource Center, which I accepted. And I was there for a few years, loved it, then became pregnant with my 7th child, who needed to spend some time in the NICU, and it was a bit of a complicated pregnancy. And then Visitation House just opened up, and it seemed honestly providential, but this seems like a wonderful fit, and I absolutely love it. I feel we really offer a unique approach to the problem of abortion.
Hold on a minute. I need to finish an abortion in the next room and I'll be back to help you deliver your baby. This is what one mother heard when she was delivering her baby and should never be something that someone talks about, whether it be in Massachusetts or anywhere in this country.
Prior to coming to Visitation House, I was a birth doula. It's a non-medical professional who helps assist women and their families through the labor process, most often in the hospital setting. One story that comes to mind that sticks with me is a major hospital in Boston. I was attending a birth with a lovely couple. I had been with them for their 2 previous births as well, and I'll never forget it. So the doctor comes in to introduce herself. She's never met the couple. I've never met her either. And she has gloves on, and she takes off the gloves and throws them in the trash and says, okay, well, I'll be right back to check on you. I just have to finish up an abortion procedure right down the hall. And closes the door. And thankfully, the mom was pretty far along enough in labor that she didn't hear it. She actually never heard that, but her husband and I definitely heard that. And I'll never forget it. We made eye contact, And then he pulled me aside. He's like, and I said, yeah, I think that is what she just said. And it just really struck us that, this was going on in the hospital on the same floor as the labor and delivery unit, but moreover, that the doctor would say it in such a way that it was an everyday routine thing that she did. And her tone was such that it felt like she wouldn't understand why anybody would be bothered by that. But it certainly raises the question to a woman in labor, can I trust this person, right? And we did verify it. The husband filed a complaint with the hospital, and truthfully, I don't know if anything came of it. I doubt they changed their policy or anything, but yeah, it was just a very eye-opening experience that I had, and really changed my heart in many ways. I was already pro-life intellectually, but that was one experience that I'll certainly never forget. Abortion in the hospitals is a really hidden thing. Is that our first thought of what's going on there? No, it's not mine. And the doctors themselves, to be able to go to one room and end a life, and then go to another room down the hall and welcome a life. There's really a dichotomy there that's really troubling. And it just makes you wonder, how can someone do that? And the only thing I can conclude when I really think about that is they have to have a very hardened heart, and they can't think a baby's human. So are we supposed to, is that mother who's delivering her baby and presumably in the hospital because she thinks it's the safest place and she's in good hands, it certainly raises a moral question, doesn't it? As to, if you knew that the doctor who was delivering your baby, what they were doing 10 minutes earlier, would you reconsider where you were?
So we've gone all the way up the eastern seaboard, and there were these so-called escorts rushing women in, and the messaging is that you can't do it, that they're not strong enough, that they can't make these decisions. What do you say to those women out there today?
My experience with working with moms who have chosen abortion is that there's a lot of regret. And the empowering choice is to have a baby. Ruth Pokolick's arguments, which are really brilliant, for the pro-life cause and against abortion, and logic and nature are on our side. But even the best intellectual argument, if someone's heart is hardened, they don't hear the words. And one of the things I love about Visitation House is getting to see the babies. They speak for themselves.
Unfortunately, in Massachusetts, you can abort your child at many of the hospitals there. You can deliver a child in one room and abort the child in the next. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to live in a place that is a reality. So let's continue to pray for an end to abortion, work diligently to seek ways to protect life, whether it be our laws or through our pregnancy centers or through the amazing work of our sidewalk counselors who are saving lives right there in front of these abortion facilities. There is so much to do. I hope you enjoy this episode of Pro-Life Tour. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time at prolifetour.com.